how do you react to these Twitter handles like Armaan's guitar and Armaan's wifey? And
I have come to terms with it.
there are all sorts of names actually. Which are
This whole journey of the fans and Armaanians that the whole army has become. It started in 2014 when I had debuted with my album. And uske baad I had done my debut in Jai Ho with Salman bhai.
Someone is asking that cuteness ka raaz to bata do. So how do you deal with this flirtatiousness with?
Sometimes I also go into the flirty mood, and I think that helps, you know, create a very close relation with the fans as well. I got the first wave of you know, the fame and the success with my songs and whatever I was doing musically. That was at the age of 18. I didn't like opening up to many people, and you're one of the rare exceptions that I like opening up to and being honest with. What's up everyone, this is Armaan Malik here and you're watching Bollywood Hungama. Keep watching.
Well, we have this musical superstar. Yes, he is definitely a superstar because the moment I asked his fans for questions a couple of hours back, and there are almost like 400 questions by now, and all sorts of very interesting Twitter handles as well, like Armaan's guitar, Armaan's wifey. They're really interesting. So Armaan Malik, pleasure having you back on BollywoodHungama.
I'm always glad to be back, you know, talking to you. It's always a pleasure.
Same here, man, and belated happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
And now, how do you react to these Twitter handles like Armaan's guitar and Armaan's wifey? And
I have come to terms with it.
There are all sorts of names actually, which are extremely interesting.
Actually, this whole journey of the fans and Armaanians that the whole army has become. It started in 2014 when I had debuted with my album, and uske baad I had done my debut in Jai Ho with Salman bhai. So at that point of time, when these fans had started coming in and you know, started loving my music, and then slowly it became they started loving me, my personality, and you know, those kind of things started through my posts throughout that period. And they all started getting Mrs. Armaan Malik and you know, all these names. I was like, wow, I'm already married to like 40-50 people.
Yeah,
already.
Much more than that actually, much more than that.
No, at that point of time it was 40-50. Abhi to
40-50.
abhi nahi pata.
Yeah, must be much more than that.
My mom is troubled with that fact.
Okay, and very interesting sort of comments and questions are there. Like someone is asking that cuteness ka raaz to bata do. So how do you deal with this flirtatiousness with?
Sometimes I also go into the flirty mood, and I think that helps, you know, create a very close relation with the fans as well. But I don't go overboard, obviously. I don't want them to think that I'm some weird guy. But I like the fun banter that happens on social media. And as a guy, I think anyone would love to have that much love and attention from the women. Kabhi the male fans keep on telling me, you know, we've been supporting you since the very start, ab to hame dekhte hi nahi ho.
Right.
I was like, it just so happens that the ratio of the women to the men is so much that I don't get to see your notifications on my phone. So that's the reason. Otherwise, and then one day actually I replied to a lot of my male fans. So these guys were, acha, today is the male fan day. And I was like, so these guys got angry, the females.
Okay, that's extremely interesting. Okay, another observation that I have, Armaan, is that since the time we spoke to each other the first time around, I think initially to start with you were quite shy.
Yeah.
Even while talking, and one had to literally just.
So I'm talking about the first interview that we did together.
Yes. Okay. And over a period of time, you've been opening up very nicely. Yeah. So what do you attribute that to? That you're becoming more and more outgoing, and that too, I think you're taking less time. Many times there are people who take far longer to come out of the shell, introverted, the shell, and to just become outgoing.
I think
you've taken less time.
I've actually grown up with the fame. I would like to say, like, you know, when I got the first wave of you know, the fame and the success with my songs and whatever I was doing musically, that was at the age of 18. And with each year I've grown. I've you know, I've become 19, 20, 21. I've got different experiences. I've traveled the world. I went for world tours and concerts, and I met different people from different countries, and that I think experiences during this period between 18 to 22 is what makes anyone what they are, and I'm glad that I've turned out this way. I was very, very introverted at one point. You know how.
I remember that.
I didn't like opening up to many people, that. And you're one of the rare exceptions that I like opening up to and being honest with. And finally, I think I've come to this place where I know where I need to be extrovert and where I need to be introvert. So I still have a shell. That's not going to change because I have always liked to be to myself and not be too, outgoing and all. But I've become much more outgoing than I was. Definitely.
Yeah, and that's definitely showing as well. And
it's important. It's important.
No, absolutely. Well. And you become so outgoing that you are also busy just quoting controversies, and you're just putting your
yeah, actually, I've become more like my brother.
You're becoming more like your brother. Yeah, exactly. Amal is, I think he's extremely forthright as well.